Alright guys, welcome back. We're doing Dunes of Despair campaign. We have our Alaric guy, 1 point into the Swordsman, 1 point into Sand Warriors. Upgrades, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 points into Archery, 3 points into the Magic, 1 point into Reinforcements, 1 point into Rain of Fire, and 1 point into the Barracks. And starting off here, we'll put our Alaric guy kind of just in the center. We're going to have a Mage Tower set up in that main roundabout area, Archer Tower to the left-hand side, Artillery to the right in the center, another Archer Tower in the center, and then a Magic Tower bottom right, and a barrack in the center towards the top, and that's going to be our main choke point of this level. Later on, we're going to go ahead and recruit some stuff. We got this cool little place where we can recruit genies, and I forget what the other guys are, but it doesn't really matter because genies are just absolutely one of my favorite units. Very, very fun to use. We're going to drop a Rain of Fire early on at wave 2 to clear up some of those wolves that try to get past, and for this early section, we're going to get that central Archer Tower leveled up as soon as possible, along with the Artillery, I believe, just to get some extra damage out. And then you can see early on wave 3 we got a genie, which I believe cost 150, so just a little bit of an investment, but those things are very strong, they're very tanky, they do a lot of damage, and they can potentially just one-shot enemies, which is going to be super helpful. Now, I do an absolute goof here and lose my genie, though, early on, which just really makes me mad, but oh well, we do fine anyway. You can see we're getting that central mage tower leveled up now, wave 4, level 2, and we get introduced to some new units. These little trimmer guys, they can kind of circumvent your defenses. You have to drop your reinforcements or barracks on top of them, so they have to come up to fight your guys. In this level in general, it's kind of interesting, right? You get some first, I would say, real challenge of the series. The other levels were kind of just pushovers. This can kind of throw you up a little bit. You have to have a nice mix of damage. You need some artillery. You want some mage towers. And plenty of fun stuff. I think it was a fun level. But it can be a little challenging too. There's plenty of little things that you want to have to worry about, right? So we have, whenever you see the ground start to shake, move your guys because they will kill everything, I think, including your hero. Just be very careful there. And you want to stall things out. You can see the Immortals. We're going to drop a nice Rain of Fire on them, kill those guys off. And we're going to call in a wave pretty early, get a new enemy, the War Wasps. Now, this is one of the reasons why we need those Archer Towers upgraded. You can see 2 level 2 Archer Towers already. Archer Tower in the back as well, just in case. And then we have our upgraded Mage Tower, of course, for the Immortals. And I would just kind of drop your reinforcements wherever here. It doesn't really matter. Just we have a level 3 Archer Tower, just increasing DPS. Also had some money to get out the Genie. Again, we should have 2, but you know how it goes. We lost one. That's okay. Not game ending. But as soon as we have the money, we're going to probably get another genie. And we have these desert archers that come out now. So for the genies, there are 2 things that you want to worry about with the genie. You got to worry about the desert archers, because they will snipe your genies if you're not careful. And you also have to worry about the poison scorpions, which will come out later. But oh yeah, and that sand trimmer. I guess that's the third thing too. But 2 enemy types, really the archers you got to worry about. So you can see the archers, they just pretty much die to the Archer Towers. That's why you have 3 level 3 already at wave 8. And we really just need to make sure we have enough archers to deal with the Wasp, deal with the Archer Raider guys, and then 1 Mage Tower there already level 3 to deal with the Immortals, because that will really wreck your defenses if you don't have any kind of anti-armor guy. So a couple Immortals coming up. Again, the level 3 Mage Tower making very short work of those guys with a little bit of help from Alaric and some reinforcements to stall a bit. Over on the other side, we just put another barracks down there, kind of deal with some of these trimmer guys a little bit, let the Archer Tower do its work, chopping those things down nice and quick. And then we get introduced to a level 4 tower this level, so that'll be fun. We'll get to see some of those at these later waves here. And we get 15 or 14, so almost a full on set. We got 14 waves, so it will be, we get some money, man. We get to do pretty much get some level 4 towers out, which is the first time in the series we get to do that. At this point, I would, your set should look something like this. We have our first level 4 Archer Tower coming out, wave 10, 2 genies on the top right-hand side, and those things, like I said, are very tanky, and they should hold your defenses on that side very well. And in the central area here, just make sure you have enough Archer Towers to deal with all the stuff. And we get the Scorpions. Now, you gotta be careful. Do a little bit of dancing with your genies to avoid these scorpions. They will poison your genies, and if you're not paying attention, they will kill them. So it's a very expensive mistake if you happen to lose a couple, like I did in some testing runs. So be very careful with that. They also are fairly tanky, so that's why we're getting another Mage Tower leveled up. So you'll have 3 level 3 Mage Towers now at wave 11. And we have the extra barracks down there just to try to stall out some of these trimmer things, because we want them to appear and not let them get too far down the track without taking damage, because some of them will sneak past, and then if you have even one little guy who sneaks past, that can often cost you a life, and otherwise perfect run. So very sad there. Don't let that happen. So in the center again, more Immortals coming on the left hand side. The Mage Towers, they really just make short work of these things. Just try to stall them out with your reinforcements as much as possible. Maybe isolate them a bit, but they die pretty quick. And then with a little bit of extra money here, going into wave 12, we'll put another artillery down in that central area. Just some more stallage because we have the barracks there, so we might as well. Kind of a mini choke point before the main choke point. And then over on the other side, you can see I dropped the Rain of Fire on the Scorpions. Did not want to lose those genies. So if you don't have the Rain of Fire up, just move them back and forth. You may have to let the Scorpions pass just not to lose those genies. And the War Wasps here, one of the primary reasons why we have so many Archer Towers. You can see they're just getting absolutely destroyed. And then a final wave here. Archer Towers, again, good against these Werewolves as well. The Artillery also doing work. The Genie Artillery combo is a very deadly combination if you can get that set up. Level 3 barracks on the right-hand side just to get a little more stalling. That's going to be important here against these Scorpions. You can see we have 1, 2, 3, looks like 6 of them coming on that side. So very tanky enemies, and we'll need all the stalling we can get. The Knights are dying, though, to the poison. They'll make their way over. But the Genies, and then, of course, our Mage Tower should help. And that's why, see the little harpsichords? They get absolutely transformed, essentially just getting one-shotted by the Genies. That's pretty much the sole reason I get the Genies. Just they're so freaking strong. I love that. But anyway, we got Assassin's Guild just for fun at the end to finish off these archers, and that should be the game. Let's watch them die here. The Archer Towers. 1, 2, 3, and you're dead. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a good one.